So, first map, of course, being Roadkill. And starting in the left position, playing in the teal suit, it is badpenny. And starting in the right position, playing in the brown suit, it is JC86. And we are going to change the scores, because the score is not 2-0. It is 0-0. There we go. And play number 2. We can move you like this. There we go. Looking good. So this is a PvP. Not a matchup that I'm very familiar with. I casted some PvPs before and I've watched a lot of them. I played a lot of them. Not very good at them. All I know is that it's kind of like playing CVC. There's a bunch of strategies you can pull off. One being 1 gate, one being 2 gate, one being a seal push, one being a Dragoon range push. Then you can go different directions from there. So gonna be interesting to see what they do. Badpenny putting his pylon really weird here. But this might be okay, I guess. But I think that the movement pattern for the probes might be a bit off here. But we'll see. Hopefully he's been practicing on this map as well. And JC86 actually puts his gateway over here. So both players putting them pretty far from the entrance. And this is not like a TVP where you need to think about tanks being put on the cliffs. So, yep. Maybe this is for scouting purpose, but both players going for an early gas, so probably going to be seeing both players going for core as well. And badpenny here putting up the core before his second pylon, which means that he is now supply blocked, while JC86 built his second pylon first and getting that first seal out as well. So he's not supply blocked, but his cybernetics core is going to be a bit later. So nothing can be produced except for some probes here in badpenny's base, while JC86 has started producing one more seal out here. Still doesn't seem to know where the entrance is. Now we figured it out. There it is. Alright. And he has a probe in badpenny's base actually. And he's now seeing that something is moving in the cybernetic core, and it is +1 upgrade for air. So he is faking it most likely. I believe that badpenny was about to do something cheesy, but didn't manage to because he died with the probe. JC86 now sees that there is a Dragoon. He still sees that something is being produced in the cybernetics core, but not what. He's gonna lose that probe. Once that is dead, most likely he's gonna... Yes, he's cancelling it. He's going for a Citadel. This means that we're gonna be seeing a Dark Templar rush. The other side of the map, we have a Dragoon range. We have 2 Silas being very offensive here. Even though there is way more defense than there is offense here, so... Alright, first Dragoon now arrives. So this is going to go down for all micro here. Third Dragoon is up for badpenny, and we see the Templar Archives coming up. And right now this does not look good for JC86 actually. He is a bit behind when it comes to numbers. he is having the robotics coming up, and he will be having most likely observers in time for the Dark Templars, hopefully. Badpenny, on the other hand, is going for an expansion. He's got the Nexus going, he has the pylon, he's making a cannon to be on the safe side. So no robotics for him because he spent his gas on the Templar Archives. And the first DT here. You think? Maybe. Yeah, that could be it, I guess. That's a good point. I don't know if he actually saw any Dragoons firing. He saw one Dragoon firing from below here. And so, yeah, maybe. That's an interesting theory. And but I think this is the kind of like the right way to go PvP, going for robotics and going for observatory in any way, just to be able to scout the Prada space to see what's going on. But I like your point taken. And as I said before, I'm not a PvP expert, so yeah. The first DT is up. What can he do? He will be just standing right there in the entrance. And we have a cannon wall up now. And right now this is looking really good for JC86. He has a larger army. He has the observer up. He has a shuttle and he has the first Reaver coming up here. So right now it's looking very good for JC86. I think this cannon wall is not gonna make a lot of a difference, except for saving a lot of time for Badpenny when the Reaver first arrives. So yes, we still haven't seen this Dark Templar move out and scout anything, so Badpenny is still in the dark about what JC86 is doing. Still not that many units being produced here by Badpenny. We have a couple of Dragoons being produced, we have gateways coming up, we have robotics being built now. Do we have... I didn't see if he upgraded Storm. I hope he has. So JC86 now started with his Nexus. Now going on the offensive here. He has the shuttle, he has the Reaver. He has 11 Dragoons with him, 12 now, plus 2 Zealots and Observer. So right now this is not looking good for Badpenny, except if Badpenny has those Storms. If he does, then that's a whole different story. But I think actually that with range, JC86 can actually stand here and hit those gateways. I believe he can. So Badpenny now moving out here with his army. So it all goes down to the Storms. Does he have them? Hopefully does. And here's the first offensive here from JC86. The encounter is on, people. First Storm is off. Needs to save those Templars. Can't be losing them to the Reavers now. Need to use those Storms. Second Storm is up. Third Storm is up. And that's all the Storms there is. No more Storms, people. And the Templars are going down. The cannons are going down now. and the reavers on safe distance from the cannons won't be sniped out. And this is not looking good for badpenny right now. Alright, losing a lot of probes there as well. This seems to be it, people. GG is called and penny taps out. So first game goes to JC86. Right. So JC86 took that very comfortable. Not many mistakes made. I think that badpenny should have moved out with the DT just to see what was going on around his opponent's base, and I think that would have made a bit of a difference, knowing that there would be a shuttle, which most likely would have been reavers, and also that there was a lot of dragoons compared to what he had at home. So having that scout is really important. Lesson learned, hopefully. So let's get into second game. Here we go. So, starting in the bottom left position, in the orange color, playing for Team Beast, it is JC86, winner of last game. And his opponent up in the top left corner, playing for Team Drag, it is the teal Protoss badpenny. So this is Circuit Breaker, another standard map in the map pool. Not one of my favorites, along with Fighting Spirits. As I said, I am an old school player. I don't like these new maps. I like the old ones. We have a very early scout here from badpenny, so probably going to be seeing a proxy gate. Yes, we are. So this is going to be really interesting to see if he can pull this off. JC86 on the other hand, going for the same opening as he did last game. So gonna zoom out a bit here to see if we can see what's going on here. So first gateway is coming up, same for JC86. Should be seeing another gateway coming up here, and then there will be a scout. And there's the second one. He is going to scout straight over. And this is interesting because JC86 is actually gonna scout right into the proxy gates. And he will be knowing that, oh no, this is gonna be a 2-gate C-lot coming into my base. What do I do? I should be canceling the gas, maybe. Or, oh, what's up, Rox? Thanks for the host, man. Yes, he is putting up his second gateways, actually. So, responding very well to this. We have 2 silos coming up here. Now, the thing is here, with badpenny, he's late with the pylon, I think. Or is he? No? He actually timed that pretty well. He still doesn't know where his opponent is, though. So these guys are running in blind. At the moment, they're not running at all. They need to run somewhere. And this is quite cool. It's a cross. Here we go. 3 C-lots moving out. They are going to face 1 Z-lot and 2 of these probes. And we have another Z-lot here, but the rally point is not on point here. So at the moment. This guy is gonna be having to fight alone beside these guys. And the probes go down, the first Zealot's going down. And right now this is not looking good for JC86. He's having a bunch of Zealots in his base. And right now, this is the war of the micro. And there's just more and more shield products units moving into this base. One actually standing still now in the base, just idling. So this comes down to microing. And JC86 now being almost out of Zealots, while badpenny is still producing a lot of them. He has idling units in his base, workers of course. And that would have been a really good time to pull this towards the simulator. Didn't do that, so now gonna lose a bunch of probes as well. And this is not looking good for JC86, guys. He is losing way too many probes right now. And we now have a shield battery as well. So badpenny thinking about healing up his Zealots in the opponent's base, which is quite smart, something I would do as well. Still keeps healing them up, and this is going to be way too much for JC86 to handle. He only has 7 probes left, and now probably gonna be losing one of his gateways. Nothing being produced here. It doesn't have any economy right now, so yeah, there's 5 Zealots now, 6, and we have 1 more coming in here, so this is not manageable. He will not be able to survive this, and I am almost 100% sure that badpenny made it through. He pulled this off, guys. Alright. No probes left here. GG is called, and JC taps out. Second game goes to badpenny. Whoops. So that's a 1-1 right there. And here I am. What's up, people? All right. Let's get straight into the third game. So what could badpenny have done, JC86 have done different there? Me myself being a cheesy player, I think when you go up against this, you need to make some kind of defense that you can be a bit behind but still put it off. Maybe put up a shield battery right away to make sure that that you can heal up your Zealots if you're outnumbered. That will make a huge difference. And also maybe block the ramp to make sure that there's nothing else coming in there. He put up a pylon at the ramp. He could have made the shield battery by the ramp as well, just to get the Zealots coming in to hit something before they just move right into the base. Might save some time, might not make a huge difference. He could have cancelled the gas as well, that was a waste of money, and made another pylon. But basically, it's a hard nut to crack when you get in that kind of position. So very well played by badpenny. He's been doing that before, so good job. Alright, let's head into game number 3. And this is gonna be on Fighting Spirit. And of course, there we go. So starting in the top right position, playing for Team Beast is the Orange Paras player JC86. And starting in the bottom left corner, playing in the purple color, and for Team Drag it is badpenny. So last game we saw a pretty neat proxy gate from badpenny, which saw him come back from the first loss there. Gonna be interesting to see how these guys manage to play on Fighting Spirit, which is also one of the more basic maps in this league. Both players doing the same thing. It is the pylon by the gas. So, people watching, who would you vote for here? Some of you may be knowing the results already. I don't know the results. Actually, I haven't checked them because I think it's more fun to not know them. And yeah, both players have been showing really imagination and fantasy about this, having been really creative with the strategies, especially badpenny going for that kind of odd Templar rush in the beginning of the game 1, and later on doing the proxy gate, while JC86 have been playing pretty standard meta, playing very solid, being a bit maybe choking when he saw that early 2 gate, didn't really know how to handle that rush. That's the best part of the players playing in not one legit player, because when they practice versus me they will be up against a lot of cheese plays, so they're prepared for everything. Mostly they actually beat me, so yeah. So JC86 going for cybernetic core, and so is badpenny. Badpenny doing the same strategy that it did first game, going for the cybernetic core before his second pylon, while JC86 made his second pylon first and then going for the cybernetic core. So is this gonna be a DT rush now? Then we will be seeing an upgrade here. No, it's gonna be the right upgrade. It's gonna be Dragoon range, and JC86 is going to do Dragoon range. So both players doing Dragoon range, and JC86 with 2 seal outs, while badpenny is 1 seal out and 1 Dragoon now. Right, so no cheese plays right now. Both players playing pretty standard. All right. And there we have a citadel. So there is going to be a Templar build from badpenny this game as well, and on the other side of the map there is going to be a robotics play, so we're going to be seeing observers most likely into reverse again. And is this going to be an early expansion again? And I'm wondering, is this way too close? Shouldn't it be one up higher here? I'm not sure. Is this blocking the nexus? I think it should be here, but I'm not sure. Might work. So this is exactly the same strategy that it did first game, and this is exactly the same strategy that JC86 did the first game. Only difference here is that badpenny went for the range this game and not the fake range, the real range. Although looking at his gas and minerals, I think he actually cancelled that range. I think he did, which means this can be interesting. I'm not really sure if he has Dragoon range right now. I don't think he does. So this is gonna be down to whether or not JC86 is gonna push. He has the observer, so he's safe in that aspect, that the DT won't be able to do any damage, or not that much damage anyways. But badpenny here is very early with the expansion. He has the DT. The DT will be crossing path with the observer, so they will be, or JC86 will be seeing the DT. And is he going to do? Oops. He is not. So he will be late with his observer. So this means that this Dark Templar might be doing a bit of a damage here. Oh, but he's blocked. He can't get in. So he has to start hitting the Zealots, of course. And the Reaver is cancelled to make sure that the Observer gets out in time. But right now, Dark Templar is killing off orange units one by one here. 3 guys down. Is he gonna get 4 guys? Yes, he is. Might even get a 5th guy. Oh, he could have killed it. But he's going for the probes instead. Oh, and JC86 actually lost track of it. And he actually got a bunch of guys there. So yes. And good trade, I think. Yeah, they are. They are really a good a lol fest. So we have another DT out, and actually this game is looking way better for badpenny. He's right on spot. He's having 4 gateways right now. He has the expansion up, and he's mining like hell. That DT really made JC lose the rhythm of his game. There is no Reavers yet, and he lost his Zealots and also 2 Dragoons. So yeah, right now this is looking really good for badpenny. He has way more Dragoons this game than he had last game. He also has 2 High Templars. He has the upgrade for Storm ready, and he can now move out, knowing that there is no Templar Archives in JC86 base, and that there is no invisible units from his side except for the observers. He also has +1 halfway ready. On the other side of the map we have the Reaver, second Reaver here, soon be done. So this means that JC86 is gonna move out as well. So who's gonna be first to the other one's base? He doesn't bring the Dark Templar. That's pretty weird. I wonder why. And badpenny actually goes for a 2nd expansion. That's very early. He's being very greedy right now. Meanwhile, he's not going for the front with his reavers. He's actually gonna go for a backdoor. Okay, so from this point of view, this is not looking good for JC86 right now, because there are 2 Dark Templars. They both have 2 storms each. So if he can pull off the right storms here, that will make a huge difference. The first storm is out. Can he get another one? He has to go in there. He can't be staying back right now. He has to either push through or not. Right now, he is letting JC86 gain way too much time to make a defense here. He needs to do something. Can't be waiting around much longer now. Need to do something. More Dragoons being added here. Still no defensive reavers. So let's see. The +1 is ready. So that's a slight of an advantage right now. Alright, so here we go. Clumsy Dragoons. Okay, there's the storm. It's pretty good. He still has storms left. But what? Okay, so he has one guy still standing in the back here. Oh, and that's a very good storm. That's hitting almost every one of them. He still has 1 Templar back. Way back. Now needs to kill those reavers. Okay, so he gets one of the reavers. Need to target that one. If he can get that reaver, this will be GG. And he gets it. And he gets a good storm over the probes as well. And this guy got 5 kills. Oh, wasting another storm here. That's pretty greedy. And yeah. Alright, so right now this is not looking good for JC86 actually. Badpenny actually pulled this strategy off with that DT being spot on, getting those early units in the beginning, making sure JC86 had to focus on other things than getting an expansion and getting more gateways and producing reavers. So that small little trick made the whole turning point of this game. GG is called, JC86 types out, and Badpenny is the winner of the second set in tier 3. Alright, which means that Team Drag is 4-1 up. But this does not mean that Team Drag has won the clan war, because there is still the tier 2 games, which I don't have the replays yet for. So we don't know how this game, this clan war, this match actually ended yet. If we don't check the scores on Team Liquid, which we should not do, unless we don't